Hey guys, Kiwi Sylveon, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. We're in chapter 9, and the next chapter is Boom! Feeling Phil! Oh boy. Here we go. Ah! My finger! Why? Why you do this? Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Cool. But yeah, there's proof. Chapter 9. I stand in an alleyway with Waltz, Jiren, and Karma, making sure to stay hidden in the shadows as we watch the sea of people moving towards the plaza. Garland is scouting around for the plaza for knights' positions, and we have been waiting here for him. There's so many people. Okay, this is where we split up. Remember that we're trying to avoid needless battle. If anything should happen, fleeing is the better option. There we go. I'm not a fool. I'm no fool. I would not pick a fight that would put anyone in needless danger. I'm glad you understand. Remember, we're only here to watch and listen. I don't want us to get into a skirmish if we can't avoid it. Should anything go wrong, we need you to retreat, Princess. I won't leave you all behind. Fuck that. Penelope, this isn't the time to be stubborn. It's not stubbornness. It's just that all I've ever done is run. I refuse to keep fleeing. I have people to protect, and I will not let them down. Running away isn't always cowardice. That may be, but sometimes there are situations that you need to face head on. This is one of the situations. Please understand, Waltz. I just don't want you to get hurt, Penelope. I miss him calling me princess. I know. Oh, she actually has worry. Look at Waltz feeling at a loss. No matter what I say, he will always insist on my safety first. Garland suddenly appears with a stiff frown. Who I found. I turn to look at Garland, and then I notice the man beside him. My eyes widen at the sight of him. Fritz? Garland pushes him and Fritz stumbles forward. He falls to his knees, only a few inches away from me. You're okay. Thank goodness you're alright, Princess. I twitch at the sight of his face. There's no sign of the wicked smile that was on his face when he was under the guise of Varg. Though he looks confused, the relief in his eyes seems genuine. Are you truly fit, Fritz? Or are you Varg? Or both? I'm the Fritz you've always known, Princess. You're a loyal knight. I raise an eyebrow. I can still remember what happened weeks ago, when the mask fell from his face in the room with the Tenebarum. In that moment, I saw Fritz's face, no matter what Varg said. Varg was in league with Alcaster and Mithros. The man I saw back then was definitely Fritz, even if he never confirmed it. What are you doing here? Fritz flinches. Sorry, Fritz. I've been searching for you. Why? So you can take me back to Mithros? Or are you here to kill me? Ugh. Sorry, Fritz. But I got #1 babe on my side. I can't. Fritz bows low, his hands clenched, trembling at his sides. I will not surrender you to Sir Mithros. My loyalty has always been to the kingdom and to you. I could never hurt you, Princess. But I don't blame you for doubting me. My father... I would have stopped him if I knew. Fritz glances up at me slowly, his expression resolute. I had just escaped yesterday when I was captured by knights. I managed to escape from them today, but only barely. I was supposed to meet the Luce's bearer yesterday. Fritz glares not at me, but through me, as if remembering something unpleasant. That was when I was able to take control of my body again just a few days ago. I've been searching for you, but instead I found some witches who seemed to be in league with the Luce's bearer. I requested an audience with her as soon as possible because I wasn't sure how long I could keep Varg at bay. At bay? Fritz, explain. About Varg? No, about this audience. Princess, this could be all some elaborate ruse of his. I have a responsibility to at least hear him out. Then I'll slap him silly. What do you want from our pet Faye? I have important information about Hildur. Mother? Lady Parfait did say that her and Delora were going to meet with someone who had information on Hildur. And you believe that their meeting was with this man? Karma turns to Fritz, clearly skeptical. That seems like it could be a coincidence. How are we to believe you? Fritz is silent for a few moments. After some time, he speaks again, more hesitantly. I know that apologizing won't change the fact that I have betrayed the princess and the kingdom. But right now, I'm doing my best to right my wrongs while I still have control over my body. The knights are still searching for me as we speak, so I'll make this as brief as I can. Hildur is growing weaker. What? I haven't been myself the past few weeks, but I still have portions of Varg's memories. I remember that she is bedridden, still being treated for wounds that she sustained during the Great War. Then she is now sick like Parfait, only Hildur seems to have it worse than her. I only overheard Mithral say that the crystal no longer recognizes her as its sole bearer. Parfait said something similar, but she said she could no longer feel Mother's connection with the Tenebarum. But what Fritz just said, it seems as that the crystal has seen both of you as bearers. It's stretching its entry to both of you. This might be why Hildur hasn't regained her full powers and has remained weak. Waltz stares at Fritz, eyes wide. The crystal having two bearers? I don't think such a thing was possible. Is this why Hildur still refuses to show herself in public? Yes. The witches who used to be on her side doubt her capability to rule. None of them want to help her when she's still so weak. Mithros figures that the only way to get the crystal fully to accept Hildur is to drain the rest of your powers. That is why the palace has issued a high bounty on your head. But Father is no longer interested in actively hunting for you. There's been a rift between him and Mithros because of this. Waltz crosses his arms, his expression thoughtful. I'm surprised that Hildur hasn't disposed of Alcaster yet. If he's still alive, it means he must still play an important role in her plans. Fritz's expression quickly morphs into something grim as he frowns down at the ground. You're right. Waltz and I exchange a look before we turn back to Fritz. Mithros plans to kill my father today. Fritz's eyes are distant, his mouth pulled together in a tight grimace. All I can do is stare at him, uncertain of what he has just told me. Hilda will show herself in public today. She and Mithros plan to kill Father in front of an audience and hope that their fear will despair will fuel the Tenebrarum. They think fueling the Tenebrarum might make Hilda stronger. They plan to use the fear of the public to achieve their own ends? This is not good. With this many people here, the Tenebrarum might indeed see that surge of power again. Even a weakened Hilda would be difficult to fight, but we stand more of a chance against her now than we do if she fuels the Tenebrarum with negativity. Please save the kingdom, princess. First look at me imploringly. I shake my head slowly. I'm confused. You betrayed us, but then you're still helping us as well. Which side are you on? The only reason why I'm working for them in the first place is because of my curse. I swear it. Fritz tries to stand up, but his knees wobble and he's suddenly down on the ground again, his hands clutching at his chest. Fritz? No, not yet. Fritz looks at me, his pale face covered in sweat. I have no idea how long I can suffocate Varg, so please, bind me, freeze me, do whatever you can to keep me from chasing after you. I don't want to hurt anyone else. Fritz keels over, his forehead touching the ground. Please. Waltz. I know. Waltz snaps his fingers and a rope of light appears around Fritz's wrist, pulling him down to the ground. I furrow my eyebrows at Fritz, even as he cocks his head to look at me. Thank you. You don't have much time left. I planned to deliver my message to Luce's bearer, but I leave it in your capable hands instead. Fritz, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to protect my charge. Now go! Bye! Jura nods at me. Don't worry, Garland and I will keep an eye on him. Garland quickly informs us of the knight's positions around the plaza and gives us clues about where we might hide to avoid their prying eyes. After he finishes the briefing, Waltz, Karma, and I hurry off. Father, please watch over us today. There's so many people here. They still have no idea that the seemingly harmless speech will be the start of their nightmares. I've been fiddling with my fingers ever since we got here, my nerves slowly taking over me. There's so many nights. I put on the hood of my cloak to make sure that my face is concealed from them. Walt suddenly reaches out to take my hand. He raises it to his lips. Aww. Walt looks at me with a gentle smile. Aww. I forget everything. Don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you. I'm not worried about myself. I'm more worried about the people's safety. As well as our friends. I will not forget myself if something bad happens to them. You're not the only one responsible for protecting everyone here. Remember that I will always share your burdens, Penelope. I know. I look up at him and smile. Thank you. I've told you so many times that I would do anything for you, Penelope. I feel the same way. Waltz wraps his arm around my waist and draws me close to him. Aww. Waltz? Waltz takes my hand and plants a kiss on my fingers. Oh. You worry too much, Princess. Oh, I wish I could share your optimism. And his casualness. How does he manage to act like this in front of so many people? And at so dire of a time? The king is here! Oh, great. A woman announces the king's presence, and Waltz and I immediately turn our attention to the stage. He takes a step away from me, arms at his side, expression suddenly stoic. Allcaster walks to the center of the platform with a triumphant smile. This is my thoughts on the new king. Good day, my loyal subjects. Everyone goes silent at the sound of his voice. I know that much has happened in our kingdom since the late King Gennaro passed away. We are still exerting our efforts in finding the king's murderer, his very own daughter. Rest assured that justice shall find this criminal, even if she is our own princess. Anyone who is able to surrender her to the palace will be rewarded handsomely. Members of the crowd begin to chatter amongst each other. It hurts that people believe him, but I can't say I blame them. As your king, I will do everything in my power to make sure that the kingdom flourishes under my rule. My, what a sight. Even after all these years, you humans never change. That voice. I frantically look around for her, but though her voice echoes around us, she's nowhere to be seen. Where is she hiding? The crowd grows restless at the sound of her voice. Many try to search for her with their eyes. You lot are nothing but manipulative, lying rodents. And yet you call us witches, the wicked ones. Surprise, motherfucker! Bright light fades into existence right beside Alcaster. A silhouette emerges from the light, and suddenly I can see her in all her wicked glory. My mother, the witch who killed my father. Mithros stands beside her. She's here. Sudden appearance causes the already restless cloud to break out into a panic. Silence! One word from her and the crowd falls into silence. Not a single person dares to move, their eyes now glued to the witch in front of them. Alcaster acts more quickly than I expected, drawing a sword from its sheath and pointing it at her neck. Idiot! You! What are you doing here? You should be thankful that I let you play king for so long. But I'm afraid playtime is over. That crown belongs to me. Hildur faces the crowd with a smile and spreads her arms in a gesture of grandness. Angielle, your queen is back. Hildur is even paler than when I last saw her, making the dark circles stand out even more beneath her eyes. She's worse than parfait. She looks worse than parfait, and that's not a compliment. I won't let you steal my crown, witch. Yes, please, stab her, please. Oh, but I was not the one who stole it in the first place. Alcaster grits his teeth and charges toward Hildur. Mithros deftly steps in front of her and casts a shield. Alcaster slams his sword into an invisible wall. Then, with a wave of Mithros' hand, Alcaster is suddenly thrown back. Once again, the crowd becomes restless. I tolerated you for far too long, human. But right now, you are inconsequential. Sparkling icicle darts appear in midair as Hilda raises her hand. They point outward, casting themselves in the direction of the townspeople. She used the spell before, but now there's even more of them. She looks weak, yet she can still manage this much. She can easily destroy this part of town with that spell. I stare at Waltz, eyes wide, then lower my voice into a panicked whisper. I thought she was planning to kill Alcaster. Seems like the plans have changed. Farewell, my disloyal subjects. I can't let her do this. Penelope! Ragnar and Waltz quickly run to the center of the crowd, knowing this would be the most effective place to set up a barrier. A strong gust of wind causes my hood to come off. Ooh! Fancy! I stretch out my arms as I concentrate on casting a shield around the entirety of the crowd. Is that the princess? Witch! I do my best to shut out everyone's voices as I push all of my energy towards the palm of my hand, imagining an impenetrable glass arcing in front of us. As soon as I have cast this massive shield, the icicles shatter upon impact, falling away. I wince at the impact, but force myself to stand steady, even when I'm pushed back. I will not let you hurt anyone anymore, Hilda. The crowd begins to murmur all around us. So you finally showed up, little one. It's good to see you again, my dear daughter. I knew I'd see some sort of reaction if I opened my speech like this. She did this to draw me out? Now, be a good girl and hand over what is rightfully mine. No. You won't get away with this, witch. Alcaster is once again back on his feet, his sword poised and ready to strike. Please, somebody stab her in the butt. You can't defeat Mother with a mere sword. Hilda looks at Alcaster. A wide grin slowly parts her lips. But I already have. Mother flicks her hand and sliver light begins to gather in a palm. I recognize that spell. As much as I hate Alcaster for what he has done to the kingdom, I can't just stand idly by while she summons the spell to kill him. I push myself forward, rushing toward Alcaster. Alcaster, run! But I'm too late. A second later, a sword of light appears and impales Alcaster right through his chest. Damn it! Yuck. No! This time the crowd finally begins to disperse. People begin to push past each other, screaming and crying. Most of them are almost at the edge of the plaza before Mother casts another spell, creating a barrier to lock everyone inside. A strange wave of energy pulsates through my body, making me stumble. That's right. Feed me your fear. The people's negative energies fueling the Tenebrarum. I shift toward Mother, whose grin is deranged, inhumanely wild. A shiver runs down my spine. Mother, stop this madness! In my moment of hesitation, Waltz rushes forward to cast a spell. Purple spikes run toward Mother, but she does nothing to stop them. Mithras effortlessly stands in front of her, casting a shield. The force of Waltz's spell sends him stumbling backwards. I hear his shield crack, Mithras tries to keep up, but ends up succumbing to the force of Waltz's spell. Eventually, the glass shatters and the spikes force their way through. Bye! One of them impales Mithras through the chest. Bye! Thank you. Bye. Mother glances at Waltz, her lips pulled into a pleasant smile. Mother, don't you fucking touch him. Impressive. You can still use your magic, even after I've been separated from it for so long. I expected no less from my superior apprentice. Mother turns to Mithras and raises her eyebrows slowly. You're still a disappointment, Myth. My queen. Those are the last words he can manage before he stops speaking. Bye-bye. Father! Fritz's voice echoes through the silent plaza. God damn it. Sharon and Garland had one job. Which turned Alcaster, who has managed to walk a good distance away from Mother before he collapses to the ground. Soon, Fritz is kneeling right beside Alcaster's bloody body. Sharon and Garland are right behind him. Really? I was about to walk over to them, but Karma holds my arm and pulls me back. Don't. But you don't know what this situation such grisly sight, of course, Princess. Mother watches Fritz and the two knights approach with interest. This is his fate for trying to steal what's rightfully mine. Alcaster brings his hand to his mouth and cuffs. I can see blood on his hands. Great. Father's last moments flash through my head, but I will the memory away as Mother turns her gaze on me. Mother surveys me with a warm smile. She holds out her hand and beckons me over. Join me, Penelope. We were meant to rule this kingdom hand in hand from the start. These humans don't deserve your protection. They deserve to suffer after everything they've done to our kind. I shake my head. I'd rather die than join you. What? Ungrateful brat. This is how you repay everything I've done for you? You've done nothing for me. Very well. If you wish for death, I shall give it to you. Once I'm done with you, I will destroy this kingdom and start anew. It will be a kingdom for the witches and I. I won't let you do that. Mother is taken by surprise when another purple spike suddenly pushes through the ground towards her. She says that, avoiding the blood to the attack, but her arm's still grazed. Blood oozes from a newly opened gash. Damn it! You could have impaled her. I mean, I know she's the mother, but I like the daddy better. Waltz! Hi. You'll have to get through me first. He can't stop me, traitor. Oh, he can. Mother extends her hands, and in mere moments, lightning has certainly appeared and is winding its way up Waltz's body. No, don't you dare. No, 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 no. Run to him! Please don't save him! I rush toward him. Let him go! Penelope, no, it's not safe. Hildred, please don't hurt him. Mother looks to me, then to Waltz. Her lips slowly curl into a wicked grin. So this is what your relationship has become. My heart's in my throat as I draw closer to where they are. Let him go. I'll do anything. Just let him go. Anything? Mother's voice is terrible and sweet, her tone filled with poison. Can't bring myself to look at her. Instead, I keep my eyes firmly focused on Waltz. When Waltz speaks my name, it's a soft voice that I've come to love so dearly. Penelope. If you wish to say so much to say to him, then you must return what you have taken from me. The Chrysalium tenebrarum. And then you will become my sweet, obedient daughter once more. Only then will I let Waltz go. Waltz's eyes began to dim, and I could see the hope draining out of him. Sorry, Waltz, but I can't lose you too. You know where to find me, Penelope. The longer you keep me waiting, the longer he suffers. There's a blinding flash of light, and then Mother and Waltz are both gone. No! A dull ache begins to spread through my chest. Again. I wasn't able to do anything again. Why am I so weak? Suddenly I feel Jurin's hand on my shoulder. I turn to look to her. She stares at me solemnly for a few moments, but before her expression breaks and she shakes her head. Don't blame yourself for this. There's nothing you could have done. I have to save him. Jurin looks through me, then I follow her gaze. The people are starting to back away, their expression a mixture of fear and anger. This is exactly like 4 years ago. What should we do now? That witch just killed our new king. Everyone, it's best for all of you to go home and stay where you'll be safe. And what? Wait until the witch kills us? One woman points an accusing finger at me. Her fear is palpable. That murderer is a witch as well. She's exactly like her mother. A wicked witch. The people begin to curse me. I stand quietly and listen to their insults. I can't blame them for thinking that way. Karma moves to stand beside Jurin, and the two of them shield me from the angry masses. I doubt any of these people will listen to anything I have to say. Stop! A familiar man walks towards us with a gentle smile. Yes, you remember me. You helped me make my daughter happy on her special day with your gift. I'm surprised when both he and his wife come to stand beside me. What are you doing? I can finally properly repay you for what you've done. This man smiles at me before turning his attention to the crowd. We won't let you hurt the princess. Rumors may have spread about her being cold and a wicked person, but those rumors are false. I know the truth. She's truly a kind person. She protected us from the evil queen. Have you no shame? The angry shouting begins to fade into hushed accusations and aggressive whispering. That's right. We won't let you hurt Big Sister. These are the children that Waltz and I played with. The ones that watched his shows. The children stand to my other side. Big Sister is a very good person, and we won't let you hurt her. I can only stare in shock at everyone around me. My vision blurs as tears come to my eyes. I quickly wipe them away with the black of my hand. Everyone. A simple act of kindness can go a long way, can't it? These people believe in me. That's why I have to live up to their hopes. I take a deep breath and start walking forward. Sharon grabs my hand, her brow creasing with worry. But I shake my head at her and smile. I'll be okay. Jiren looks at me for a few moments before she finally releases me. Now that I'm directly in front of everyone, the area is quieted. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Slowly I get down on one knee before them. I am sorry. The crowd begins to murmur again. I can hear more than a few stifled gasps. Princess, you shouldn't... I raise a hand to silence Jiren. I once again look to the townspeople. I know my words are meaningless, but I still want to apologize for everything my mother has done, and also to the people I have hurt. I was blind and naive, ignoring the fear and anxiety of so many people. But I've grown since then, and now I see with clear eyes that the hatred you have for my mother and for me. The crowd remained silent, so I continue. King Gennaro was killed by my mother, and I was not strong enough to save him. So yes, you are correct. I am the reason he is dead now. But I made a promise to him, and I intend to keep it. I will protect Angielle in his stead, and I hope that all of you will give me a chance to prove myself worthy as your princess and your future queen. I promise I will make things right again, no matter what it takes. I bowed my head once again before standing. Then I turned to Jiren and Karma. I noticed that Fritz and Garland are absent, and that Alcester is nowhere to be seen. Where are Garland and Fritz? They took Alcester's body away from all of this. Body, you mean... Oh, god damn it. I forgot that he died. God damn it. He has passed. Heaviness begins to sink in my chest. Bloodshed will only beget more bloodshed. This is why I can't let anyone die anymore. Please do your best, big sister. I'm pulled out of my reverie by the voice of one of the little boys. Let's play together again when you come back. I stare at their smiling faces with bleary eyes. I don't even know if I will live through this, but I don't have the heart to ruin their optimism. I'd like that. I need them to keep hoping for a better tomorrow, so that they will be strong enough to stand on their own feet if they must face the whole world. Jiren, tell Delore and Parfait what happened when they come back to the Marken. What are you planning to do? Under no circumstances are you to go with that witch alone. Am I clear? Waltz would not want you to sacrifice yourself for him. I step back and smile at her and Karma. I apologize for this. I back away towards the palace, putting as much distance as I can between me and the crowd, the platform, and Karma and Jiren. Then, as swiftly as I can, I hold out my hand to cast a large dome-shaped shield around the palace and I. The energy is falling away from me even as I cast the spell, only to be replaced by new energy. Sanabarum is gaining power. No! Jiren rushes towards the shield and places her hand on it. She calls my name, but I only shake my head at her. Princess Penelope, do not be so foolish. No, I refuse to let anyone die. I can manage this shield for an hour. That should be enough time to save Waltz and end this for good. I offer one last smile before I turn and rush through the palace gates. Jiren and Karma continue to call my name, but to no avail. sorry, everyone, but this is something that I must do on my own. This is the only way I can protect you all. I expected resistance when I entered the palace, but to my surprise, there's no one here. Not a single soul. Everyone must have evacuated when Mother appeared outside. The stagnant air around me is suffocating. The night air is quiet and cold as death. My steps are very loud in the emptiness of the palace. If I give my power to her voluntarily, will I die? This thought has haunted me since I first entered the palace. All too soon, the doors to the throne room are before me. I pause in front of them, suddenly feeling anxious. There must be something else I can do besides submit to Mother. I need a way to find a way to protect Waltz and save Angielle from her. Clasp my hand together in silent prayer. Father, please guide me. I take a deep breath and, with a renewed determination, push open the doors. Yay! Surprise, motherfucker! Oh. Ah, boy. My heart. Everything can't. No. I'm going to end it here, and next time we're going to finish up Waltz, and then I'm going to be done with this. Then I'll live stream like the bad endings or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Links and everything are down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!